It's like the perfect climate control. Okay. So you're gonna just explore the whole thing as if you're trying to figure out how the doors work, and just give him the impression that you're checking it out too. I will, yeah.
To be considerate of your precious time, I will tell you that he does not get on during this clip. I do recommend sticking around for the educational value of the audio, though.
He just has to back up or whatever while you're doing all that. And just what I often do is I kind of let the line get long and I leave them. Watch that door just shut right back on them. Yeah, I'll just let the line leave the line long and let him look while I'm opening doors and that whole thing.
Allowing a horse to drift around will inspire genuine curiosity because they are not being held at the trailer. Holding them tight at the trailer only inspires thought on how to move away.
Here, I'll get that side door on him so that lady doesn't have to try to figure out my car there. I'll get the side door so he doesn't have to wander around next to this car. So it'd be nice if he poops now, because then at least he's telling us that, he understands something is nerve-wracking, but he's going to relieve himself before he gets too stressed out about it. Oh, he already did. Okay, go ahead and just, take the butt bar down and just leave him kind of to do his own thing. And then all you're going to do is you're just going to do everything suggestively. So you're going to just point in the direction of inside the trailer and then just suggest that he go check it out. And that's all you're going to do is you're just basically asking him, just touch it. Just touch it. Just put your nose on there and just touch it. Yep. Good. And yep. Yep. Now ask again. Yep. So the only rule is his nose has to stay facing in towards the trailer. So that's going to be like your only thing you need to like manage. Yep. Just leave him alone. Yep. Then manage his nose again. Yep. Yep. Ask him again. Okay. Okay. So your rope management is also going to have to be real smooth. Good. Okay, now take him away. See, before he even, he started to think, oh, I'm going to have a panic attack. If you take him away and see there wasn't any reason for that, man. Yep, and then just change direction. Yep, there you go.
Time for dinner.
And then the next rule is always ask for at least what they've been willing to give you, and then always encourage more. So expect what they've already done, kind of like tolerate nothing less, but always encourage for more, and then reward more. So if he's put his whole head in there, then we want to say you have to at least do that much, and I'd love it if you try to put a foot in there. But that's your goal, is just I'd love it if you try to put a foot in there. Yep. Yep. Good boy. Now see, that was a big try, bending the knee, right? So then take him away. So we want to take them away before they decide they want to leave,
Right.
but we want to allow the curiosity to keep being. Okay, so it's that's the fine line too. It's like as long as he's checking it out, we don't want to interrupt that or push. Never push when they're checking. Because if you push then, what you're doing is you're putting pressure on him when he's trying to concentrate. Yep. Yep. Good. Yep. So now at least the same effort you're asking for. Yeah, just don't ever get that twisted around your finger. That almost looped around your finger. I'm decorating my parking lot, buddy. Oh boy. So I'm even going to say that was a good thought. It was he picked his leg kind of high up, even though just the rule is his nose has to stay pointed in there. Yep. Good. Yep. Good. So your deal with him, good job. Yep. Your deal with him is, I'm going to leave you alone as long as you try. If you don't try, then I'm going to put pressure on you. So if he takes his attention away, then you're going to ask for something. If he keeps his attention on it, that's considered a try. So we won't push him when he's trying. Good job. Ooh, he came up to that with great intention. Yep. Yep, so just, again, he's decided he knows where his friends are. So, yep, just point his nose in there. Encourage forward. Yep. Good boy, another big try. So now he's offered that much. So now we're going to ask him to offer it with the other foot too. So so we're not going to leave until he offers a little bit more. Yep, be careful, it doesn't get looped on you. And then just stand strong. Take a full power stance. And just let him brace against you, and then and then you just don't go boy. And then if he braces against you like that, you're just going to hold strong. And then the deal is, when you give back, I'll give back. But don't pull, because otherwise it'll turn into a tug of war and he'll win. Good. See, there's the other foot. So that's the stuff that we're looking for. That's how you can help build their confidence, is you say, look, I was just looking for you to give it a try with the other foot. That was, I don't care if we don't do it today, because that's all I was looking for you to do. So if you always go with the mentality that it's the next try, that's all I'm looking for, then you'll tend to be less frustrated. Yep. 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 In. Yep. 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 In. Good. Yep, and that was nice because you made sure the release was given to him when he changed his mind and came forward. Yep, he's probably going to put a foot in there and just kind of smack the rubber mat, but that's still a bigger try than he's been doing. So yep, just keep encouraging that because he's stalled out on you. So say, I'll bother you when you don't try. I'll leave you alone when you try. So that touching inside is fine. He was trying. Yep, good. Yep. Yes, good boy. That was a huge try. So go ahead and let him leave. And there's going to be times that you're going to say, you know what, that was a great try. Can you give a little bit more before we leave? You'll just start to ask for a little bit more before you take him away. But he has to always try more before he gets to leave. That video is going to pick up all those car noises, way bigger than they pick me up. Yep. 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 Yep, good try, yep. We still want more this time. That was a big try, but we want more. Yep. Yep. Good. Ooh, we tried with the other foot now. Yep. Still ask for a little bit more. It's okay. Yep. Power, hold. So see, that's his thing when he gets real stressed out, is he kind of opens his mouth and works his back teeth. Good. What a big try. Good job. And that was nice. He asked after he did it, was that good? But yep, we want a little bit more before we get to leave this time. So that's his stress thing. When he does that with his mouth. Yep. Good. Yep. Yep. Good. Yep. Just power. Yep. So, and just hold tight. Don't worry. Just consider it a tug of war, but don't try to put pressure on him. Just stand there and just let him figure out if he can come forward. Yep. Good. Yep. Just make sure his nose points in, because otherwise he'll come plowing over you. Good boy. That was nice. He figured out that he had to reposition himself. Yep, and then just hold. Don't put any pressure there. Good. basically just a tug of war that's like, I can stand here all day. That's always my attitude. I can stand here all day, dude. You want to stand here?
Good.
Yep, 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 yep. I got all day. There you go. Good. Yep, don't get frustrated. Once we start changing it to an urgency, it changes it for the horse. Yep. So your goal is just, you're not even looking for him to get in the trailer, you're looking for him to put a foot in the trailer. Just let him slap his foot down in that trailer one time and then we're going to go away. But until then, he needs to kind of feel a little pressure, but yep, yep, yep. Good, he thought. Yep, just hold tight. Yep, good. Yep, and then just immediately redirect him into the thought of going in there. Yep. Yep, yep, bump his nose when he thinks he's going to go around you like that, bump his nose in the direction so he doesn't get to go that way. Yep. Yep, bump his nose, bump his nose, bump his nose. Yep, there you go. Good. Good.
And I feel like we hit an impasse there.
Okay.
This is kind of what happened when I tried loading before. He actually got both feet up, and then he started to do this, and I didn't really know how to, make him go forward. No, no, no.
Just trying to get a little shade on.
No, 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 no. No.
Yep, just say nope, not an option. Yep, that's the only option. Good boy. Good, 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 good. So, yep, now, give him a second, then we'll take him away this time, because he's, yep. Because this way, see how, what do you think I just rewarded there?
Just that he quit fighting and quit backing up.
Right, and he tried again. He didn't try as hard as, but he said, no, 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 and then he said, all right, so what's it about this thing? So that's the time you take him away, and you say, see, I just want you to be curious, I just want you to check it out. This way, we stay less upset with them, because to see the change, you have to be proud of the change. Because he was just fighting you for, 3 minutes, and now he changed. So we want to go, oh, okay, let's get back on this page. Because that's all that happens is they get off on a different page.
Yeah.